Craig who? Dulesky? Fuck him.
Yeah, we are. Woo!
Got some drinks and some fried chicken.
Drinks, fried chicken.
This is the South, motherfucker.
I know.
It's where we grew up,
man. Jamie, our producer, brought in this.
Hey, what's the name of this place? Trucks. In Wilmington, North Carolina.
Man, this is the best fucking mac and cheese I've ever had in my life.
Well, relax. Somebody's grandma's going to get mad at you for saying that.
Well, I probably fucked her. Welcome to the show, dude. I'm on one tonight. I've had a few drinks already.
Did you for real bang that dude's grandma?
Yeah. No, I fucked his grandma.
Is it weird to you that any of our stuff gets monetized on YouTube still?
Nothing. I want to say this for every drinking bro out there. This is the Kalen Cathron League. Cathron. This is the Rudy Ruettiger League. This is the signed Rudy helmet, purposely bought in a child's small so you could smash it with a softball bat or you could burn it easily.
You could blow it up. You could use it for a gender reveal party for when your kid switches genders.
You can put it over your ding dong.
So when your child decides to switch their gender when they're 14, you can put the other gender's glitter inside this thing and blow it up. Special occasion for the family.
Yeah.
And that's what happens to most guys that go to Notre Dame, or at least most people who are fans of Notre Dame.
Yeah. And also, I want to point out, here's what we did in this draft is typically the winner gets the first pick.
Yep.
This is, to me...
There's no winner in this league.
There's no winner in this league. So I gave it up. I just let it go at fucking random. I don't know who's got number one.
Kurt.
Oh, Kurt Summers does.
Yeah, he texted me.
Great. I like Kurt Summers.
He tried to... Didn't he, mail you some fucking queso coupons?
Oh, yeah, he did. He did.
Very sweet.
I'm a big fan of Kurt Summers. I like that dude in real life. He's fucking rad, man. And good for him. He got the first pick. Here's the thing, though. A lot of pressure. If you get the first pick, you better win the whole fucking thing. I got 12. I'm not going to bitch about it. I like 12.
Yeah. Kurt and Trey both work for Black Rifle now. We're slowly assimilating all of our fans to work for Black Rifle. So just keep your patience, guys. Just relax.
Is it weird that it's the only people I trust anymore? As if they're drinking bros or work for Black Rifle?
No, that's...
Otherwise...
who are you again?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Whoa. Oh, with this?
Are you watching...
This button right there?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not the right button, Jamie. This other one?
The green one.
What's the green one?
The one that's right above ESPN. The letters ESPN in all caps. The green button right there. This is whenever
this
fucking... Whenever...
Great. So, wait, real quick. Somebody took fucking Todd Gurley at number 2. This is why this is an Underdogs league. Saquon Barkley went first. Gurley went 2.
Even if Gurley comes back and is healthy because of his history last year, he's gonna get less playing time than he did this year.
He'll sit.
That's the right move by the Rams, by the way, to do that, to protect him for the playoffs. But
so McCaffrey went 4th. That's a goddamn steal, Apple Milkshake. Jesus Christ.
Who's Apple Milkshake?
I don't know.
Hey, if you guys aren't in...
go to YouTube. Yeah, this is live on YouTube right now.
Post the link to YouTube. Here, I'll send you the link so you can put it in the chat.
James Conner went next. Le'Veon Bell went after that. It was a reach on Conner. Le'Veon Bell. I think that's probably where he should go. I'm not mad at 6 for that. Leonard Fournette at 7. That's a reach. My God, man.
Is that a homer? Who is that?
It can't be a homer. Did you know any Jacksonville fans in real life?
Just one, actually. Yeah. It's the partnerships manager over at Black Rifle, Michael Cash.
Pick 8. I love the name of this team. Can I fuck your dolphin? Ezekiel Elliott, still not signed. Jerry Jones today came out and said, we just want him fresh for the playoffs. Mm-hmm. We don't give a shit when we sign him, which is shocking to me.
It is and it isn't. He did this in 92 as well with Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith sat out the first 2 games in a holdout, and then he came back. They won the goddamn Super Bowl. So I think in his mind, it's like, well, it worked that time.
Maybe, man. I don't know. DeAndre Hopkins went next. I love Hopkins. He's a great fucking receiver, man.
Steve Cooper, no, Drinkin' Bro or Black Rifle's not hiring in Orlando right now, but If you live in Orlando, you should go to fucking Tactical Brewery.
Man, Steve
that place
Cooper
is rad as
and
shit.
his fucking wife were the coolest people. Steve, I don't know if he's in this league or the other one, but either way, I enjoyed meeting you in Orlando, man. Him and his wife were really fucking cool, and so was their friends. Again, man, all these Drinkin' Bro outings, it's a fucking blast. Just the coolest fucking people on the planet.
Yeah, you rarely run into any shitbags. As a matter of fact, speaking of shitbags, Florida man texted me tonight. Nico.
Really?
Yeah, we're probably going to go murder somebody together.
Be awesome. All right, I'm up. Last pick. Devontae Adams went 11. Michael Thomas went before that. This leaves me.
You've got a lot of options. You're going to take Tyreek Hill and Michael Thomas, or who's left?
I'm going to take Julio Jones, brother.
Julio's left.
I'm going to take Julio, and I'm going to take Tyreek motherfucking Hill or OBJ. I haven't decided.
I got to go with Tyreek just because there's more weapons in Cleveland.
Well, here's why I also go with Tyreek is punt returns.
Yeah.
Motherfucker is good for like 4 a year, too. So
yeah, he was great. I had him last year. He was
fantastic. Look, I had Mahomes and Tyreek Hill last year.
Yeah.
It was lights out. Also, he got cleared of those charges. He's got a lot to prove, and he's going for a big contract. So starting off the draft with these two guys, Julio and Tyreek Hill, man, I am in a fucking slamming position.
Mish position.
David Johnson's still out there.
I thought that that woman yesterday, what was her name? The woman that's
Jennifer Coggins
in your league.
She had a fucking great draft.
She had a great draft. I thought she went a little. Oh, Steve Cooper. I know this guy. Mm-hmm. I thought she went a little early on Johnson, but he may have just been best available at the time. Like I think people make that mistake sometimes. You're like, I'm going to take a running back with this next pick. Just like the NFL draft, I feel like you should take the best player available.
Yes.
Always.
And that's what I do, is I always take the best available player, and then I go from there.
Yeah. Because you can get trapped.
You
get tunnel vision if you fucking, like, I'm going to take a running back on this one.
A lot of people get stuck because they're worried about not having a good running back. Yeah. So I understand why she took him. Because everybody else was gone. But
I think that mistake is made more in the later rounds, though. Like, I'm in round 6 or 7. I'm like, I'm going to get a running back this round. Well, maybe that running back that you got in round 6 is still going to be available in round 8. You can take a better wide receiver.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a strategy.
It's not a bad strategy. It's just, me personally, like I go with best on the board, and then I'll figure it out from there. Julio and Tyreek. It's
Juju just went.
Juju, Smith-Schuster, and Nick Chubb. I think Nick Chubb's going to have a big year.
Yeah.
Also, look, I think if Kyler Murray is throwing a lot of those dump outs to David Johnson, both of them can have a fucking huge year. So I'm not terribly down on David Johnson.
I'm not down on him. I'm just saying I think he's a late first rounder and maybe early second rounder, not necessarily. But I mean, again, it depends on what your draft strategy is.
Can I fuck your Dolphin? Just took Odell Beckham Jr.
Wow, that was late.
I know.
Round 2.
Round 2, pick 5. That's a great pick, man. Good for you. Jesus Christ. Who is his first pick?
And David Johnson went off right before him. Mm-hmm. That's also, I mean, look, he's a good player. There's no question about that.
Well, he took Ezekiel Elliott. At least that made up for that.
Amari Cooper. I don't know. I mean, he's a great receiver. I just don't know if I burn one of my top 2 picks on a guy that has to catch passes from Dak Prescott. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think you got to look at the position. So overall, that's your 18th pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. And Kelsey, again, goes in the second round. Every single fucking draft we've done.
Every single draft we've done, he goes in the second round.
Hey, Ross.
Yep.
Give Chris Stu a shout-out. He's at work listening, and you're making his night better.
Really? Chris Stewart?
Yep, Chris Stu.
Stu.
How do you spell that last name?
Do you have this up on YouTube?
Yes, up on YouTube.
Go through the YouTube comments. Chris Stu, what's up, man? Thanks for fucking listening, dude. You made my night better by listening. And now you get to hear me house all these motherfuckers.
Adam Deltree's in here. He's a fucking professional fisherman.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's a pretty good photographer, too, from what I understand.
I'm going to be realsies with you, man. Back half, I'd love to become a great fisherman.
Fucking...
I was good as a kid, and I didn't go, man, for a
Freddie
long time.
Mitchell, that's all he fucking does.
No.
He does.
get it.
He does speaking events and fishes, and that's it. Well, the whole, at least during the summer.
I mean, imagine getting high on a boat if you were rich enough to do it, right? All day, fish, come home, cook it, have some nice craft beer. Like, shit, dude. It's a pretty goddamn good life. After Travis Kelce went Dalvin Cook. It's a big. I like that pick a lot, man. I think Dalvin Cook's gonna have a huge year.
Cowboy Raleigh says, "You think Rudy was smashing in college?" I don't know.
No,
he was an underdog. He didn't. He was a walk-on, but he was in the practice squad for 3 years.
I think he smashed after he became Rudy, and that's the whole.
But how many people knew? I guess Notre Dame in that area is fucking god, right?
Yep.
So in that area, he was probably smashing
after
some ass,
Rudy, though. After he became Rudy.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Rudy. That's where Vince Vaughn met Jon Favreau. That was their first movie together, and they became besties. And then Swingers happened after that. So if it wasn't for Rudy, you wouldn't have the fucking magic of everything else, man.
You wouldn't have Iron Man.
No, I mean, fuck.
I mean, the MC.
Favreau is a director. He directed Lion King.
Yeah, Favreau is one of the reasons that the MCU happened. Like, he pushed hard to get that first Iron Man movie made. Yeah. So the last fucking 10 years of, 11 years now of movies that you love, you can thank that guy.
He said he wanted Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
And they said, look, if you want him, we're going to make this at a lower budget, which he did.
Yeah. And they also had to, they had to make it a lower budget because he was uninsurable at the time, which is fine. I mean, it happens sometimes, but it's super rare.
Same thing with Deadpool, by the way. They made that at a lower budget, just to make it an R, a hard R.
Yeah.
And it paid off as well.
Big Sloppy Sky says, I'm just looking for someone to kiss me like my dad.
Well, you're going to be looking a long time, Scott, to find somebody who's going to kiss you like your father on the mouth.
Unless go
to prison, man.
Unless you're a Patriots fan. Look, if they win a Super Bowl again, just find your way out onto the field, and you probably can get kissed by Tom Brady.
So Patrick Mahomes went first pick round 3. Dude, Kurt Summers is listening to the fucking show. That's exactly what I did in that other
Who
league,
did he
man.
pick the last pick of round 2?
Smart.
Who did he double up with?
We're gonna screw up. Oh, Mike Evans. It's not terrible. Adam Thielen right before that. Big Thielen fan.
Yep.
Joe Mixon, Julian Edelman. Mike Evans is going to have a big year. Pat Mahomes is going to have a big year. Kurt Summers, man, is going to be a tough team already. Those first 3 picks. Shit. Because he's got Saquon Barkley.
He's got Barkley and Mahomes.
Barkley, Mahomes, and Mike Evans, man. Yeah. That's a fucking solid team. Kerryon Johnson's one of my biggest sleepers of this year.
Chris Strew.
Who is that guy? Who's Pro Dogs? He got Thielen and Kerryon Johnson. You're drafting all my favorite fucking people, dude.
Who got
He's
Keenan?
Got to be a listener.
Who
to the
got
show.
Keenan Allen? That's kind of early for that pick, isn't it?
Keenan Allen in the 3rd is not bad. He's ranked surprisingly higher than a lot of people. And
but distribution over there, they have a couple of really good receivers over there, right?
Yeah, but for whatever reason, man, look up Keenan Allen's numbers. They're fucking disgusting.
He must be Goff's favorite then, right?
No, it's Phillip Rivers.
Goff. Phillip Rivers' favorite, yeah.
He has been for years. And, he lights it the fuck up.
A lot of people are saying Phillip Rivers is going to have a fucking monster year this year.
I think he will.
I mean, he has a good year every year. But
I think he will. And I don't think they need Melvin Gordon.
No. They don't. They certainly don't need the headache.
Brandon Cooks was after that, and then Zach Ertz. Whew. Tight ends are going early. There's not a lot of good tight ends, man.
Oh, I see. Chris Strew, that's his name. Craig Dulesky says, any word on the book?
Man, are we allowed to...
I don't know.
Say this yet.
I think we're saving it.
I think we're going to save it for tomorrow. Craig Dulesky.
Just stand by, guys.
But yes, there is a... we have good news tomorrow. And it'll also make you enraged.
Pro Dogs is Ethan Ward, by the way.
Oh, it's Ethan Ward.
Yeah.
Shit. He's one of our admins in Drinkin' Bros Sports, man. Great fucking dude. Him and Anthony Danzler run that league, or run that Drinkin' Bros Sports. And if you're watching Ethan Ward, man, I'm a huge fan of yours, dude. I think
we appreciate you.
Fucking awesome.
That's
guy.
the only group, I swear to God, I get, because I'm admins in all these groups too.
Yep.
Every single fucking time, I'll get a notification that somebody needs to be approved for the group, and before I can even click on it, it's already done. Yeah. So you admins in Drinkin' Bros Sports are fucking killing it, dude.
Ethan Ward's a great dude. I think he was pissed because I got into it with him. We was talking a lot of shit about Georgia last year.
Who? Ethan?
Yeah.
Look,
Don't take it personally,
Georgia
Ethan.
wasn't ready last year, but they're ready this year.
Yeah, I think it was either last year or the year before. Don't take it personally, Ethan. You got a little too excited about Georgia, and then they ended up being Georgia again.
Look, at least you didn't talk so much shit that there's a league named after you now.
Correct. Like Kalen. He's got his own fucking league name after him. But for real, to Ethan Ward and to Kalen, man. Or to Ethan Ward and to Anthony Danzler, thank you. Thank you for fucking being awesome. Just great fucking people. Actually, that Kalen dude, as much shit as we talk about him, we had him on the show.
Yeah, he's a super nice dude.
Great guy.
He's just unreasonable. Oh, he's in the
hate Notre Dame, but
he's in the thing here. No, Iowa's not real, Craig. Fuck off.
Definitely not real. Robert Woods went off the board, and George Kittle. I love George Kittle.
Antonio Brown is still sitting there.
Yeah, but what do you?
A lot of people are freaked out about him. I think he's gonna have a great year.
He just went off the board right now.
I think he's gonna have a good
round
year.
3, pick 9. That's a bargain pick there. Look at that, Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs is off the board for the Raiders. Went right after that. 2 Raiders back to back. All pussies. Whew.
Good evening, Robert Portugal.
Balls.
Big Sky and who else was it up here? Ari Salzberg. No, it's not an open league. They're closed leagues. We do 5. Well, usually we were going to do 4, but we added a 5th one because there was so much demand.
Correct.
I think we could probably fill up 15 or 20 leagues, to be honest, but we don't have time to do all of them.
I think you want to keep it small enough that you can fucking enjoy it.
We can't play in all that many leagues, and we want to be in there and hang out with you guys. I do encourage you guys to start up your own leagues, though. If you didn't get into one of these, start up your own leagues and use the group to keep us apprised of your fucking progress.
Abreast and afloat, if you will.
I don't know about a float.
And a float, if you no. So I'm up now. I'm gonna go running back here and kind of stack it. Derrick Henry, man.
I took him.
I'm gonna give him a shot in this one. He's gonna be toting the bulk of the hot young load. So I'm gonna take him, and I'm also gonna take Mark Ingram from Baltimore, as he's the only guy there as well. And for round 4, that's not bad at all. If I don't say so myself. And I feel pretty fucking positive about that. So my top 4 picks were Julio Jones, Tyreek Hill, Mark Ingram, and Derrick Henry. And that's putting the league on notice, is what we call that. That you're about to get raped.
That's very close to what mine was, my first couple picks.
Yeah, who'd you end up with?
Shit, I don't remember.
You had a good team.
Yeah, let me look so I don't fuck it up. But I've got Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. I've got Duke, the Duke. I've got
Duke Johnson.
I've got Derrick Henry. I've got Tyreek Hill. I've got a good team.
I don't know how the Duke he's going to do this year. How old is he in real life?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think he's like 24.
James White went off the board after that. DeBear drafted him. Man, look, I love James White. I've had him for 4 or 5 years.
He's a points god.
He will give you 15 points a game, probably 9 yards rushing, but he will have 7 catches for 40 yards and a touchdown, and it's going to bring you absolute magic. Not sexy. If he walked into the studio, I've said this before, if he walked in the studio right now, I would not know what he looks like.
I wouldn't recognize a lot of these guys, to be honest.
No. You know, it's funny, man.
It's
I talked to these hookers one night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were working the BET Awards in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd come over and we're just kind of chilling. And they were like, yo, they were like new guy fans or whatever, right? Like, yo, we watched that movie all the fucking time. And I was like, awesome. Like, what are you guys doing? And they're like, we're prostitutes. And I was like, oh, shit. Right on, dude. What's the sitch? What are you doing out here? And they were like, look, BET Awards, the NBA All-Star Game.
Yeah, of course.
They were like, hey,
it's a big one.
They call it the Black Super Bowl. I didn't know that. And they were like, dude, we're here for that. But our biggest clients are NFL guys. And I was like, why? Why are your biggest clients NFL guys? And they said that they've got a helmet complex. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And they were like, look, every other sport, you can see their face, except you can't in football. So therefore, when they come into town, they want to spend a lot of money, let you know who they are and that they're a big fucking deal. And they'll overspend on everything because they're trying to clear the stereotype of the helmet complex. And I found that really interesting. I was like, shit.
I'm not surprised by that. I mean,
I don't know what I know what Brady looks like, or Breeze, if I saw him walking down the street. A lot of these motherfuckers I don't, man. Some of them we've interviewed on the show, and I was just like, oh, shit, is that person here? Oh, it's you.
I couldn't pick, if you put him out of uniform, Derrick Henry, I wouldn't know what he looks like.
Yeah, so I'll go down the list here, because Stephon Diggs went after James White, Aaron Jones, Calvin Ridley went after that, Jared Cook, and Kenny Golladay. All of these guys I just named could not pick them out of a lineup if they walked in, simply because they're wearing a helmet all the time. Even Calvin Ridley, who's my fucking homer wide receiver, like couldn't tell you what he looks like. None.
No idea. Robert Portugal says, Robert Portugal, by the way, is your name like are you alluding to Robert California from The Office or something? You can answer that later. Anyways, he says we should eat shrooms, wait 45 minutes, and then live stream.
Whew,
I feel like it would be fun for us. I'm not sure how fun it would be to watch, frankly.
You know, I don't know about watching, but we did that Trans Frank episode.
Oh, super high, yeah.
Super high, man.
Yeah. What else?
Kenny Golladay. Man, I like the Kenny Golladay pick. That's
I
great.
love Kenny Golladay.
So do I, man.
He was a free agent in most leagues most of last year, and people picked him up around week 7, and he fucking crushed the rest of the year.
Yeah, I dominated with him. I picked him up in a couple leagues, I think.
Yeah.
'Cause everybody asks me how many I do. Somewhere between 7 and 8 leagues is what I do. I used to play in Matthew Berry's league. He was one of my celebrity. I can talk about it now because I got thrown out of the league. It's one of those things when you play Matthew Berry, and I think I understand it better now. When you play Matthew Berry, every time you win or he loses or whatever, anybody beats him, you automatically say "fuck you" because he's got a fantasy show.
Yeah,
and that's what he does for a living, right? But he's in like 10 leagues or whatever, so he doesn't give a shit about your shit talking. But it was nice to beat him, and I think I got thrown out just because I just kept killing him every year. I was like, "Fuck you, dude." And the sick part of me thought that that he was going on TV saying other people were going to blow up that were like that I was playing against him, and I was just like, "Are you doing this because of me, or is this your real thoughts and dreams?"
He seems like the kind of guy that would make up shit on his TV show to mislead people he's in a league with.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's true or not, but
so some of these guys are Tonto and Steve Cooper are talking about college fantasy football. Somebody pitched me on it earlier, like about a month ago, and I'm like,
no.
I'm interested.
You are? I'm not.
I'm interested in so far as I want them. I was like, hey, you guys make a league and go do it and show me the results at the end of the year, like week by week, and let me see the disparity, because you never know who's playing whom. Like maybe Alabama's playing LSU this week, but Clemson's playing fucking Georgia Southern. You know what I mean? Like it's week by week, it's too inconsistent. If everybody played their shit games weeks 1 and 2 and all the rest of the games were evenly matched, that would be something you could do, but I just don't think it'll work.
The other thing is, in college, there's 137 or 138.
There's a lot.
D1 schools. Yeah. That draft is too extensive, and like you could get somebody from some weird fucking small school who runs for 9,000 yards, and it's like, all right, great. What the fuck do I do with this?
But that's part of the game, is knowing that and drafting that guy, right?
It is, but
like maybe the number 1 draft pick isn't a guy from one of the major conferences. Maybe it's some dude who just is a small, big fish in a small pond somewhere.
But the problem with that is like, dude, you're research and studying, man. Like
you got to be
30
on
teams
it.
in the NFL, yeah.
Yeah, you got to be on it. Yeah, Cooper's in one. He's in Steve Cooper's in a college league.
Oh, is he really? That's fucking tough, man.
I think he said typically you only go for Power 5 for players, so maybe you can restrict it to only them. That I would do.
That would be all right.
But even then, week to week,
I know.
Like I said, if it's an Alabama LSU week and then Clemson's playing Georgia Southern or somebody like that, you're fucked, man. Lawrence is going to put up 500 yards in that game.
I know.
There's no way to win. Like literally, statistically, you can't win. What's Brian Korpowski laughing at? Fuck you.
I love his team name, by the way.
What is it?
I love kissing titties.
Oh yeah. He beat me in the playoffs last year.
Oh, he did.
Then Jesse beat him.
Oh yeah, Jesse beat the brakes off that motherfucker.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why he's in this league now.
I've signed him up for all the gay porn on the internet since then.
After Kenny Galladay went Alshon Jeffrey and then Cooper Kupp. This draft, by the way, is going really, really fucking slow because people are really grinding out these picks. The good thing is the show will end at the same time no matter what.
Yeah.
Unless everybody went really fast. But everybody's so fucking nervous now that they see my team.
Well, I think it's because
they don't know what to do.
Last night, if they watched either one of the shows, we were talking a lot of shit about the bad picks that are being made.
Bro. Besides that Todd Gurley pick at fucking 2, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, it was a little weird. Whose pick was that?
T.Y. Hilton went off the board. Evan Ingram is off the board. That is way too early. Pick round 4. Pick 11, Evan Ingram. Yikes. Anthony Danzler's in this league. He got T.Y. Hilton. Look, man, T.Y. Hilton, here's a fun fact. He was great, actually, with Jacoby Brissett. So I think that guy's Teflon no matter what, to be honest with you. And that's not a bad pick that late in round 4.
We'll see. I think Brissett's going to be
10.
okay. Did you see that?
He'll be fine.
Case Keenum is interviewing with the not Case Keenum.
Kaepernick.
Nope. No. Goddamn. The guy that went to the. Hold on, let me look it up. So I don't sound like an idiot.
This is Ethan Ward. He had to have picked AJ Green because he was a Georgia guy. AJ Green's not playing for like 6 weeks. He's out. David Montgomery went after that.
Brock Osweiler.
Njoku. A lot of tight ends gone. Marlon Mack went after that. Sony Michel. Allen Robinson. And then Aaron Rodgers went off the board.
Yeah, the Colts are talking to Brock Osweiler.
Huh. Are they really?
Mm-hmm. And
anybody but Kaepernick is what they're doing.
I would like to see Kaepernick play, to be honest.
I would not. I'm good on his whole bullshit.
Oh, I'm good on his bullshit. I just want to see him play.
Man, there's a lot of great players left right now. I am amped about this. Chris Godwin just went. Sleeper, man. Sleeper of the year, Chris Godwin. Everybody's predicting,
so?
Yep, predicting him to have a great year.
Why is that?
They're going to air it out. They got Bruce Arians as their new coach. He started
out in Pittsburgh, right?
Kurt Warner. He was Arizona Cardinals. Yeah. He started off offensive genius.
Yeah.
And, he took Kurt Warner to the Super Bowl with the Arizona Cardinals, and they air it the fuck out in that offense. And Jameis Winston, for as much shit as we talk, has a decent deep ball.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Philip Lindsay went after that. That is not a bad choice at all. There's a lot of great running backs left here, man. I'd be shocked if this guy doesn't go with a good running back. You went with Tyler Boyd. That is a mistake. That is a gigantic mistake. And then here's where I step in. And I put my full dick and my full balls inside of someone, and I take Deshaun Watson. And I say, your life is over, and I'm sorry for your loss, and that is all it.
Do you think that Mahomes is better enough than Watson to take him in the 3rd instead of taking Watson in the 5th or 6th? Because I don't.
Then what? Repeat that. I'm sorry.
So here's my question: do you think Mahomes is better enough than Watson to take him in the 3rd rather than taking Watson in the 5th or 6th round?
Not this year. I would take Watson later.
I agree.
I would take Watson later. And that's just me on this one. And wide receiver, there's still a lot of great guys here left on the board. It's like, how do you pass on Jarvis Landry this late? I mean, we're looking at, 6th round. Jarvis Landry is sitting there in the 6th round. That for me, that's too impossible to pass up. So I take Jarvis Landry here. Because look, they're going to air it the fuck out.
Yeah, it's a fucking bulls on parade.
I can't remember a duo that great playing in the same team. Can you?
No, not.
Yeah.
Not that are both like dynamic ball catchers and legit deep threats on the same team. No, I can't remember anything.
Can't think about it. But I can think about the best mattress I've ever slept on. Talking about ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. If you're military or first responder, you get 15% off forever. Scroll down to the bottom of the page, click it, take it and rip it, brother.
It's a nice bed.
Free pillows with the mattress.
They got the mattress protector now. So
Protector.
for you guys that are dating
base.
You guys that are dating squirters out there.
Yes, got to get it.
Or if you just like to eat in bed, and like Jared, or you have a cat that pukes on your bed when you're fucking, go ahead and get that mattress protector. It's cheap, and it'll protect your mattress.
Gots to get it, brother.
Yeah.
Ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros, as always, has a 36-month pay-as-you-go program. No interest. No one on the internet is doing that. I don't even know if it's legal, to be honest.
We do what we want. This is America. And they can suck our dicks.
It is, but like, dude, that fucking clown porn episode probably drops.
Ooh.
Is it past 8?
No, it's 7:30. Yeah, that clown porn episode drops at 8 p.m. tonight, by the way, guys, and it's fucked. I tell several terrible jokes in that one. You're just going to have to wait to hear that. Robert Portugal, do you guys have any plans to come to Denver anytime soon? Yeah, actually, I think we're going to come in early November to watch. We're trying to go to the Denver v. Cleveland Browns game on November 3rd.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one I want to see.
Nice.
Because I want to see that offense versus that fucking defense in Denver. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I'm amped about it, man. Look, again, when Cleveland is great, it's great for the league.
Shit.
Oh.
Did you see this shit? Look at this.
Damn, son.
Jamie, can you switch over here right quick?
Go to 1 on just a single on Dan.
Look at that. That's fucking Cliff CBD right here. I'm telling you, Ross and I have tried every fucking CBD product that exists. All the RTDs, the ready to drinks. We've tried all of them. I've literally tried 15 of these things.
Yes.
I've tried the tincture oil and everything. Nothing makes me sleep like this shit.
I know, man.
It's like taking Xanax, bro.
It's fucking incredible, dude. And look, we told you on the show, go to, what is it, killcliffcbd.com?
Killcliffcbd.com, Drinkin Bros.
Bro.
Actually, let me make sure about
fucking sold out on like the first day, man.
Yeah, it's sold out right now, but you can go back. You can order, I think, still for back order, right?
Is there a promo code?
Yeah, let me look it up
They
right
do,
quick.
good.
Let me look that shit up.
Because we don't start with them for a while, right? Or what is it?
We're with them now, but
like officially, like
no, officially we're with them. Starting
great.
this month, we've been with them, but
Great.
and we've been talking up the product. So the promo code is Drink CBD, one word.
Drink CBD.
Yeah,
Oof.
DRINK CBD.
Fuck you, dude. Because here's the thing, I pay for my own shit.
You get $10 off the 12 pack. I think the 12 pack's like $60.
Come
you get a 12 pack for
dude.
50.
God damn it. That's the best.
When
it is
they
the
first
best I've ever had.
When they first came out, you and I both bought a bunch. We're probably part of the reason that it sold out, to be honest.
I think I bought like 4 cases.
Yeah.
And they were like, you can't buy anymore. And I was like, yo, fuck off, man. I want to buy more.
Did you tell them that this is America?
I didn't, because they didn't give you space to do that. But
well, they're also Navy SEALs, so I think they know what country they're in.
They do and they don't.
Yeah, you can't purchase it right now, but you can put your email address in and you'll get a note.
Yes, you
when
will.
it's ready. This thing is 15 calories. There's
25 milligrams CBD.
There's no sugar. There's not even any sugar alcohols. There's nothing in here.
Dude, all of their products, man, they've stepped up their fucking game. We had them for Range 15, and they were incredible, man.
Yeah.
We were drinking this shit all day long. And now, like, here's what I like. The drinks are like Recover, so it's like after workout, pre-workout shit. Like, dude, you see us drinking it on the show all the time. Because usually I go to the gym and then come in here. So I'm like swole for camera.
Yeah.
I love it. I fucking love it, man. And I'm just a genuine fan. The CBD, though,
it's
really
good.
put it on another planet where it was like, man, these guys could be a rocket ship. Like, if I could invest in Killcliff right now, fuck you.
It'd be a good thing to do. Yeah, so they've got, since you can't buy the CBD right now, they've got the Ignite, which is the pre-workout. And then we don't have it on the desk, but they have Endure, which is something you drink during your workout. It's got like amino acids and all this other bullshit in it. Then they have the Recover that you drink at night. And this is a new twist on their old blood orange flavor. It's called Orange Kush because weed.
But it has no THC in it.
No.
It's, some Orlando police was asking us. They were like, hey, man, is that any THC? It's like, no, you won't test.
No, that just so you know the science behind it. The federal government, anything that's made, they get their CBD domestically.
Yep.
And any CBD that's harvested domestically, the plant that it originates from can't have more than the parts per million that it would take to make you test positive for the whole plant. And then they strain the THC out of it after that. So there's a 0% chance you'll ever piss hot on this stuff. It is scientifically impossible.
I know. Big fan, dude.
Craig is asking about that fucking. Tim Morris, thanks for posting. Tim shared in DB Main the link to the YouTube thing.
Great.
Craig is talking about Clowney to the Dolphins. After the last 2 days of watching all this shit, I think it's probably going to happen, to be honest.
I do too. And look, this is
he
the
doesn't
same thing
wanna
that happened
play
last
there.
year with Khalil Mack, remember?
Yeah. I don't understand why Clowney doesn't want to play there.
It's not that. So they tried
tagged
to
him.
franchise him,
Yeah.
yeah. And he was like, dude, fuck you. I've been with the Pro Bowl the last 3 years. Give me a long-term deal. And they were like, no. I'm surprised they didn't with J.J. Watt coming off a serious injury.
I don't know why they didn't. What's that?
You want me to get you a food sponsor?
A food sponsor?
Oh,
Like fried chicken and fucking...
Yeah, who is this food?
It's right next door to us.
Trucks?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Right next to my place.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, Trucks. Man, fried chicken and mac and cheese tonight. Late night shows. Really fucking hitting it. And then hitting this vodka real hard, brother.
Yeah. Tim Morris asked if they'll ship to Illinois. They'll ship anywhere. CBD
will
is
ship everywhere, yes.
CBD after some recent legislation is
Correct.
legal nationwide. As a matter of fact, another company that I work with sometimes or used to work with ship directly to military bases all the time, so it's not a problem at all.
Yeah.
No worries.
After Jarvis Landry, my pick, Duke Johnson Jr. went, your boy.
Yep.
Drew Brees, Kenyon Drake, Naheem Himes. That is really fucking high for that.
That is high. I like that guy, though. I think he's had a good
Can
year.
I fuck your Dolphin? That's a really high pick with Marlon Mack ahead of him. Matt Ryan, that's a great pick. I love kissing titties. That's Brian.
Yep.
That's a great pick there, man. It's round 6, pick 6. He could be, sleeper-wise, the top QB in the draft.
I think he'll be top 3 probably.
He could. If everybody stays healthy. He put up better numbers last year than he did his MVP season.
Yeah.
So Carson Wentz went right after that. It's a great pick. And I think, look, with Mahomes gone, Rodgers, and then I took Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
I think you have to go quarterback at this point. So I'm not mad at this at all. Mike Williams went after that. That's a great pick for round 6, pick 6.
Yeah, I'm surprised Williams is still on the board right there.
Same, man. So that's a good pick down there, man. Jared Goff went after that. Ethan Ward said, I was trying to be a UGA homer, but y'all ruined that. You know, Ethan Ward.
You should have just waited until this year.
I love you, but, dude, you got to check up on your UGA guys. AJ Green is hurt, brother. You're fucked. After that, DJ Moore. A lot of people are predicting DJ Moore to have a good year out of Carolina, the wide receiver out of Carolina. He could, but it all depends on the health of Cam Newton.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, living in North Carolina, seeing all these fucking games of him, like, he's hit and miss, man. It seems like he gets hurt every game, and then he comes back, and then he's whatever. I'm done with believing in Cam Newton as a NFL quarterback.
I saw some interesting shit about him today.
And Baker Mayfield went after that.
Yeah, I saw that one. That's not a bad pick.
It's not a bad pick at all.
I heard some interesting things about Cam Newton today. So they've switched up their OC, right?
Yes.
And their quarterback coach.
Yep.
And apparently when these guys were in interim at some point last season, Cam had his completion percentage was like 20 points higher than normal because of their system is what the fucking analyst was saying.
Okay.
So we may be looking at a whole new Cam Newton this year.
You know, because you're a numbers guy, right?
Yeah.
Here's what I would like you to do. Watch the Hard Knocks. Antonio Brown has his own analytics guy, speed coach, and they go through all of his numbers. I want you to watch it and then tell the audience if it's real or fake. You're the only one who will know this.
Okay.
You were the only one who will know this answer. I was watching with Jesse, and her and I were like, man, are these numbers real? Are these stats real that he's telling Antonio Brown?
Well, think about the new numbers that baseball is using now. So a lot of the home run stuff is being blamed on a better quality of baseball. Like the pill in the middle is centered more. The leather is smoother, so it's traveling further, all this shit. So more home runs are going to get hit this year than any season in history. Excuse me. And I think it's because maybe partly that. I mean, that's physics, sure.
Sure.
But I think a lot of it is a different approach in baseball. So there's this theory now that a ground ball equals an out. Like, do not hit the ball on the ground ever.
Right.
So it's all about fucking launch angle and what do you call it? Velocity.
Yeah.
Like the speed, not bat speed, but the fucking, what is it called? Exit velocity.
Yeah.
So these new metrics come out. Usually some people are ahead of everybody else. Like a handful of guys are ahead of everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever started this trend is revolutionary. It's like the Steph Curry-ism of baseball right now. Because guys that are 20 home run hitters are 10 home run hitters are hitting 25 now.
Yeah. Look, watch this thing with the Antonio Brown and you tell me, man, because they were measuring miles per hour, how many steps he's taking in a day and to certain routes. Like, I mean, it was like some weird fucking Australian mathematician that's hanging out with him.
Well, everybody thought that Billy Beane was crazy.
I know.
Until he fucking
look at
20
the A's
straight
this year.
goddamn games.
Look at the fucking A's this year.
It's like 3 to 4 out of every 5 years.
It's crazy.
Since 2001, these motherfuckers have been super competitive with the lowest budget in baseball.
Yeah.
Or in the bottom third, at least.
So after Baker Mayfield went Tariq Cohen, Hunter Henry, Chris Conley. That is really high. For Pro Dogs, this has got to be a fucking Georgia guy. Jesus Christ, Ethan. I love you. What's going on with that? Russell Wilson, Sammy Watkins, Big Ben, Will Fuller 5, Jordan Howard, Josh Gordon. I am on the clock, and I'm going to be realsies here with you here. Just looking, because we're into end of round 7, beginning of round 8, right? A lot of amazing running backs still on the board, and I'm really surprised by it. You've got Darius Juice.
Fucking Austin Eckler's still on there.
I'm going to take both of them. Both of them I'm going to take back to back. Like, my God, man. That is crazy that they lasted this late. And, like, Jordan Howard was taking over him. And D.D. Westbrook. Like, what are we doing here, kids? What the fuck are we doing here? So, Guice is gone. Austin Eckler, who is going to be the starter the entire year this year,
well,
is now drafted from
until at least week 9 or whatever the fuck.
Week 9 he'll come back. I think Melvin Gordon will come back then, but
maybe
not. Why draft him? You know. But I am literally just absolutely stocked in this. I'm going to read off my picks so far. Deshaun Watson, Derrick Henry, Mark Ingram, Julio Jones, Tyreek Hill, Jarvis Landry, Juice, and then Austin Eckler. I mean, I could probably stop drafting here. I don't know if I need any more players. I don't know if I need any more players at this point.
Well, just go ahead and take a kicker then.
I might have to.
Take a kicker in round 9. Why not?
I might have to. And this is sending shockwaves through the draft right now because DeBear is up next, and he is shitting his tiny jeans that he's wearing because he's like, what do I do to beat Ross at this point?
How do you know he's wearing tiny jeans?
I figured, you know. Just my personal guess at this point.
You're probably right.
So he can get fucked.
There's a lot of talk.
Somebody said you should get Ross and Dan to bring the podcast to Dragon Con in Atlanta.
What the fuck is Dragon Con?
That's the third year we've been requested for this. It's a huge Comic-Con in Atlanta, and a lot of drinking bros.
Oh, really?
Go.
I would go to that, yeah.
Look, man, I did for At Night She Cries While He Rides the Steed. They sent me to actually, Simon & Schuster sent me to a bunch of Comic-Cons, and I had fun, man. Fuck, it was wild meeting all these people, and everybody gets super dressed up, and the cosplay, all that shit is real, man. And it was fun. I'd love to meet you guys in Dragon Con. I think it's over, though, Labor Day weekend. This weekend coming up, if I'm not mistaken.
We're not going to be there next week.
Usually, look, I try to spend that weekend with the kids because they're going back to school and all that bullshit. But, yeah, man. After Austin Eckler, Tevin Coleman. That's a great pick. Tevin Coleman is in the system with Kyle Shanahan again. And he lit it up with Shanahan in Atlanta. So he could do some big things. Royce Freeman went after that. Royce the Ruler. I had Royce last year, man. He was my big sleeper last year. One of them. And he did not do that great. So we'll see if this is his year. Part of me, though, is rooting for Philip Lindsay because he's still living in his parents' basement.
Yeah.
To blow up, go back to the Pro Bowl, and then sign a mega deal. And by mega deal, I mean like $9-10 million a year. Not this stupid shit that fucking Ezekiel Elliott's
And
asking
Melvin
for.
Gordon.
Yeah, man, they're not worth it. Maybe Ezekiel Elliott, I guess, but prove that you're not an asshole off the field, and then you can go and get that money.
Speaking of assholes, have you seen this most recent back and forth between Shaq and Kobe?
Yes.
Like, no one cares anymore, guys.
I think Kobe, here's the thing. I think Kobe was joking.
Oh, he was definitely joking.
And then I think Shaq was like, fuck you, I'm going to be serious. We all have those friends where it's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, cool, this is the joke, and now it's
it
serious.
seems like Shaq started joking in the end because the result of all this was both of them making fun of Dwight Howard for some reason.
Oh, I didn't see the end
Yeah.
of it. I saw the first 2 exchanges where Kobe was like, well, look, we'd have 12 rings if Shaq worked out. I'm going to be totally fucking honest with you because I was living there during that era. It is 100% true.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Shaq,
I mean, look, Shaq had
he wouldn't go to training camp. He didn't do anything.
No.
And he treated the regular season like it was his warm-up for the postseason. Like, his numbers would have been ungodly if he'd actually
he was
fucking played.
truly unstoppable.
Yes. Go look, if you ever get a chance to meet Shaq or just stand next to him, you will understand why the NBA could not stop this man. That is the biggest, largest human I've ever met. Same with Akeem Olajuwon.
Yeah.
But double the weight of Akeem Olajuwon and then put it in Shaq's body. That's what you're dealing with. And, man, there is no reason, in my honest opinion, that Shaq, I think 12 is a little out of the question. But my number
They
would have
should have
been
won 6.
6 or 7, easily. Shaq and Kobe. Kobe was there every day, man. Shaq did not play. And then when Shaq got traded, I don't know if you noticed, but he finally got in shape in Miami.
He had
and then
to, yeah.
He won another championship. It was like, fuck you, Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes. He's the one that started that shit. It wasn't Kobe.
Yeah.
And then Kobe won 2 more and was like, cool, man, why don't you tell me how my fucking dick tastes, bro?
Well, what are you going to do?
Kobe ended up with 5.
Yep.
Shaq ended up with 4.
Yep.
Truthfully, though, Shaq
No,
should have
wait.
had.
Shaq had 5.
No.
4.
He
He had
4.
1 with the Heat.
1 with the Heat and 3 with the Lakers.
3 with Lakers. Yeah, you got. Speaking of basketball, Joe Johnson's working out with the 76ers.
Look,
He's 38.
I watched him in the Big 3 league that Rappaport hosts.
Yeah.
He does not look like he's lost his step. I don't know why
No.
he's out of the NBA, to be honest with you. With
Look-
the 76ers, you said?
Yeah.
Man. Look.
Do they need another shooter?
Yes. They lost
'Cause-
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, absolutely. Look, Joe Johnson's a fucking baller. He played in Atlanta. Here's the problem with Joe Johnson. He has no personality. He's very Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Doesn't talk, doesn't do interviews, doesn't do shit. All he does is hit game-winning fucking buckets.
Well, I think
And
Joel
he never
Embiid-
got any respect
No.
because nobody knew who he was.
I think Embiid has enough personality for everybody in Philly.
Exactly. He's fine. Sign Joe Johnson. Jesus. All right, so where are we at here? After Royce Freeman, Tom Brady went in the 8th round. There's a lot higher than he's typically going.
He's been going to the 12th, 11 and 12.
Yeah. Larry Fitzgerald went after that. Oof, that's a little high for him as well. Bears defense. I don't mind it. I love kissing titties. Because if you're trying to get ones at this point in the draft, yeah, I don't mind you taking the top defense there.
Yeah.
Robbie Anderson after that. Robbie Anderson's a great pick, man. I think he's going to end up with 1,000 yards and 10 TDs this year at least. With in his second year. Christian Kirk went after that. Another sleeper of the year. Christian Kirk.
I took him last night.
Yeah. If Kyler Murray is able to stay healthy, it's another sleeper of the year is Christian Kirk. I think he's going to have a big year. Miles Sanders. I don't get the hype on this guy. He was drafted high for the Eagles, but the Eagles have 50 running backs on that team. So we'll see. Sterling Shepard after that, and then Benjamin Watson, which is way, way too early. That has got to be a Georgia. It is. It's fucking Ethan Ward, dude.
He's a Georgia homer. He said that
but
already.
Don't draft all these guys. Like, you can't win a championship with that. Dante Pettis went after that. Look, man, I've gotten Dante Pettis in 2 drafts. I am all in on Dante Pettis, man. Dante Pettis is my breakout guy this year. Latavius Murray went after that. Smart move, man. He's going to steal some touchdowns away. And if Kamara gets hurt, you got to cuff him. Matthew Stafford went after that. That has got to be another Georgia. Yep, It is Ethan Ward, who is only picking University of Georgia players.
Weren't you in a fucking...
I was in a league with him before, and he did the same
and he picked
thing.
all Georgia people, right?
Look, man, you can win 6 games with an all Georgia team. Like, you cannot win a championship. But he's an admin. So.
Cothran, that's how you say his name.
Who?
Kalen Cothran.
Oh, it's Cothran.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just remembered. He says, did Ross watch the I Am Patrick Swayze thing on Paramount?
I did, man.
What'd you think?
That doc was amazing. There's a story that they didn't tell in I Am Patrick Swayze because he was a crazy alcoholic and he chain smokes, right? I'm talking like fucking close to 3 packs a day, where he crashed his plane into a fucking mountain, into a hillside, and
Like Sonny Bono.
and they covered it up for him.
Wait, no, he ran into a tree.
He ran into a tree.
John Denver.
But no. Swayze lived, but they covered up the plane crash for him, and they got out of there. But I guess there was so much cigarette smoke in the cockpit, and he was drunk that he couldn't see, and he fucking landed into a goddamn mountain. They didn't tell that story, but
that's rough.
The wife alluded to, hey, man, he was getting fucked up all the time. After Matthew Stafford went Rashad Penny. Again, this is round 9, pick 3. Rams defense. That's a great pick. Round 9, pick 4. Austin Hooper and James Washington. I think James Washington is going to have a good year. Austin Hooper might be pretty fucking good too, man. So, good on you.
Yeah, we'll see.
Good on you. I'm putting your theory to test tonight of best players available.
Yeah.
That's why I have not drafted a tight end, where I felt all these guys that I've drafted are the best available rather than what I need, right?
Statistically speaking, the difference between tight end number 5 and 6 and tight end number 10 are not wide enough to take a tight end if you don't get 1 through 4, honestly.
Yeah.
Until the later rounds. There's not a big enough difference. If you look at the data from last year, the difference between 1 and 4 is really high. The difference between 4 and 10 is not very high. So why waste a pick when there's better players on the board?
Yeah, and to me, like, with as deep as my team is, I know I can probably trade for a good tight end later.
Yeah.
If I draft someone shitty, and that's a big if, because it doesn't happen very often. But if I do, I know that I can go and get somebody. But there's a lot of fucking great players on the board right now. Man, I cannot wait to dig in here. I got 4 more picks.
The Braves are up 5-0 on the Blue Jays.
Ooh.
I feel bad for what's his name? Mike Soroka pitched last night.
Yeah.
Again, he goes 6 innings, 2 runs, fucking loss.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude can't buy a fucking win lately. Since he got to 10 like a month ago.
Yeah.
And his ERA is 2.44.
Melvin Gordon probably finally went off the board. Round 9, pick 7. That's probably where he should go, to be honest with you, man, if you're going to stash him on your bench. Jaguars defense. Big fan of Jaguars defense, man. I've drafted them in 2 drafts already. And I think my personal guess is they could end up the number 1 defense in the league. Darrell Henderson went after him. I like Darrell Henderson. I like that pick.
Just looking at Soroka's numbers here, man, he's got to be hating life right now.
Sorokin that beats.
So he won against San Diego, 7 innings, no runs. That was on the 14th of July.
Huh.
And since then, he has 2 decisions, both losses, and he only gave up 4 and 2 runs in each one of those.
Okay.
He's got no decisions in games where he gave up 1 run, 3 runs, 0 runs, 3 runs, and 2 runs.
Damn, son.
Fucking sucks, man.
Damn, son. De Beer is up. Vikings defense went off the board. I don't know about the Vikings defense. Good for you. Good for you, you know.
I mean,
that is real early for that. I mean, look, if you're not drafting, to me, fucking Bears or Jaguars, you can leave defense alone for another 4 or 5 picks. So I'm up now. I do not have a tight end because, again, I've been going best player available. Vance McDonald is my biggest sleeper of the year as far as tight ends go, and he's available. He is Pittsburgh's guy with Antonio Brown out of there.
Yep.
I think they're going to be going to him a lot. I am all in on Vance McDonald. Therefore, I am drafting him right now. And next up, look, he's still here, and I don't know why. It's Marvin Jones Jr. I'm expecting him to have a really, really big bounce back here. I like this team a lot, man. A lot of weapons on this team. With him and Galladay and Kerryon Johnson's one of the biggest sleepers of the year. I think the Lions are going to be much improved. And I actually believe in Patricia as a fucking head coach.
Well, is Jones lining up in the slot or what? Where is he standing? Is he one of the wideouts?
He's one of the wideouts. So I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze him up and get Marvin Jones Jr. on my team because I think he's going to be back this year. So I feel great so far about this draft, the way it's setting up for me. I almost feel like taking off my pants a little bit.
Somebody yanked Matt Breida down there.
Matt Breida went next. Man, so Matt Breida went right before my picks, right? Here's the thing with Breida. I had him last year on 2 different teams. He was fantastic. He's a little guy. He's about 5'10".
Yeah.
And he keeps getting dinged up, so he would leave a lot of games and then come back. But God damn it, if that guy doesn't have superstar potential, if he can stay healthy, man, Breida could be a steal this slate. So we'll see.
We'll see.
I really love.
I'm worried about health for that whole San Francisco team.
No,
they've all had issues.
Because even Homeboy looked shaky in all of preseason.
Who? Jimmy G?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked really scared back there.
I don't care about that.
Really?
Yeah, I just think the intensity of the game once the regular season starts, for most people, wipes those jitters out.
Right.
We'll see. We'll see after the first time he gets hit.
We'll find out. Eric Ebron went after Marvin Jones Jr. and then Jamison Crowder. Jamison Crowder's not a bad pick.
No.
I had Jamison Crowder a couple years ago for the Washington Redskins. If he's got a good quarterback, Jamison Crowder catches like 80 balls a game.
Mm-hmm.
So if his fucking relationship with Durr develops, he could be devastating, dude, this year. So we'll see. Because it's him and Robbie Anderson. That's it at the Jets. Greg Olsen went after that. Tight end.
Bobby Portugal says when we come to Denver, he wants a shotgun, a beer, and smoke a joint with us. Look, we don't do drugs. No, wait. We do drugs.
We do drugs. You're
Sorry
right.
about that. Yeah, we'll do that for sure.
Absolutely.
We do drugs, and we don't care. So
Portugal the man.
Yeah.
We're going to call him.
Let's see what else.
Dante Moncrief went after that. This is round 10, pick 5. Shady McCoy went round 10, pick 6.
Look, he's got to do something. So that's not a bad pick right there.
No, it's not terrible this late in the draft. And Jalen Samuels went after that. Look, man, picked up Jalen Samuels. He was the backup Steelers running back.
Yeah.
If Connor gets hurt, man, Samuels was fucking great.
I mean, look, they develop running backs there. That's
Yes.
what they do. They're like Denver in that regard.
Yeah.
So you can't go wrong with it. Speaking of getting hit, by the way, from before, I was watching Around the Horn before I came over earlier.
Okay.
And they were talking about Carly Lloyd or whatever. Is that her name?
Yes, kicking field goals.
Kicking field goals. Look, she's semi-realistic about it. She's like, look, I know that I'm not doing it right and I'm not wearing pads or any of this shit. So whatever. Like, if I really wanted to do it, I have to train for it.
Yeah.
And it was Woody Page made the point, like, what happens when somebody blocks the punch she's got to pick, or that blocks the kick she's got to pick it up and run? And the female host of Around the Horn was like, well, I mean, it's not like the male kickers are, good at taking hits from 300-pound dudes. Like, let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
These male kickers they're small. They're like fucking 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah.
And they weigh about 180 pounds.
Yeah.
They're not 5'2",
130,
125-pound women.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
I'll share my insights and knowledge on that position because I was a defensive back in high school. We didn't have a kicker or a punter, so I played soccer as a kid. I ended up doing it for the high school team, which I feel like that happens at a lot of high schools, right?
By the way, her weight is trending right now because people are looking it up to have this very discussion.
You were kidding.
Nope.
What is her weight?
She's 5'7", 140.
140. Okay. So
She would die If Aaron Donald hit her, she would fucking implode on herself.
I had to play.
And also, what dude would fucking do that? If Aaron Donald comes around the corner and he's trying to block a field goal, it gets blocked, and now she's picked the ball up, she's turned around the other way because she's never played football before. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Cruncher.
She turns around. Is he going to hit her that hard?
Yeah. I think you have to.
And then what happens to him? Does he get kicked out of the league for fucking ruining this woman's life?
No, I don't think so. I don't think this ever happens. I think it's a pipe dream. 1, 2. Again, on my high school team, we did not have a kicker or punter, so I ended up being that because I played soccer, and I was a defensive back. I ended up being pretty goddamn good at it. Here's what happens on a blocked kick or a blocked punt, right? You get absolutely fucking destroyed.
Everybody gets it because you're not ready for any of it. You're not
not,
making athletic moves. You're just trying to protect the ball.
Correct. So that's all you're doing. That is your only focus in the game, and you get absolutely fucking wrecked because it is essentially 12-on-1.
Yeah. She bends over to pick up the
offensive
ball.
line stops because they're not expecting you to get blocked or a fumbled snap or whatever it is. It is a free hit on those guys, and you get fucking destroyed, man.
Oh yeah. There's no drill that you run as a special teams guy on the kicking squad for the play getting blocked. There's no drill for that.
No.
I've never seen anybody run that ever.
None.
You just hope it doesn't happen.
That's it. And they don't run it in practice. And if you think there's a guy on Hard Knocks who's just kicking the shit out of people, and Gruden's is a rookie, and Gruden's got to constantly be like, "Hey man, stop fucking doing this."
Like stop hitting your own guys. So
yeah,
hard.
and he's just like, "Dude, I just need to fucking."
It's like John
his face
Favreau
off."
in The Replacements.
Yes. That guy is going to be on the other team where Carly Lloyd is playing. And he's just going to light her up for the sake of doing it, saying, "Get the fuck out of my league.
Yeah.
Pick up your shit and go." And
Get
it's
off my
stupid,
lawn.
man. This whole debate, and look, luckily I'm married to somebody who doesn't agree with this bullshit, but this whole debate of women are as equal as men, it's just not true. And it's also not a bad thing either, right? I don't want women to be equal as men.
I don't want to be
and
able
vice versa, man.
I don't want to be able to lactate as well as a woman.
Not only that, but the sensitivity and the caring and all this other shit, right?
I don't want that either.
That women do is necessary for the world, but you also need the aggressive and the violence of it as a man. Like, why would you try to mix those and say that you can do all of this shit when it's just not it's not true. It's not biologically, it's just not true.
No, it's in fact the opposite of true.
Yes. So look, man, I wish there were certain things that I could do like a girl. I just can't. But this debate is going to go on forever. I'm sure they'll make a Nike commercial out of it. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, did you see Gillette had like record profit loss this past quarter after their bullshit?
Really?
Yeah,
that's great.
Every single time. These companies never fucking learn, man.
It's fucking great. Kareem Hunt went round 11, pick 2. Whew, this is that is again Ethan Ward's team. What is he doing over there? Ethan, are you okay?
I think somebody should make a team
twice.
where it's all guys who have been suspended.
Good luck.
Like
an all-stars.
No. I mean, like, I know, but like
Adrian Peterson.
People who have been suspended at some point for something, just not currently suspended, or maybe currently, but like AJ Green Kareem Hunt.
Yep.
Adrian Peterson. Tyreek Hill technically missed a couple games. Oh, no, he never actually missed games. He was suspended during the offseason, technically.
Yeah.
But I would add him in there.
Uh-oh. It looks like I Love Kissing Titties has gone to a fucking auto draft.
I'm not your dad, Kurt. Not yet.
Kareem Hunt, Delaney Walker, DK Metcalf went.
Wait, who did Korpowski take? Do you think he's on auto draft?
It says he's on auto drafts right now. But it says he just left the draft. He joined the draft and before. I think he's just having problems with
Probably
his
doing it from his phone, yeah.
system, man. But we'll see. This is real suspect. Brian, are you an auto drafter? Mohamed Sanu. So no, he's not. Because that was not the next person up. All right.
Mohamed Sanu might have a good year, too.
Because Cortland Sutton was up next, so...
I like Cortland Sutton, too, in that. Or Sutton.
Yeah, he's still available. So, look, it wasn't him. He's back on the clock. Yeah, all right. So he's not auto-drafting. He's just going in and out. There's nothing wrong with that. You got to take a shit. You got to take a piss. It's a long night of drafting. Big dicks, big dreams. You know, that's what I always say.
Is it?
Yep. If you have a big dick, chances are all your dreams already came true in this life. So, people who are still dreaming big, small penises. Small penises. You know, got to work harder. Bezos.
You think he's got a small
Gates. Dick? I think you have to, man. I think if you're, small wiener, you gotta work harder than everybody else. I don't mind that. I don't mind a bunch of little dick guys running around. As long
That's
as you
why
get shit
Asians
done.
are so good at math.
I know. They're really great at math. A lot of good players still left on the board here. Really surprised by this list. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Are you getting hard again?
Am I getting hard again? When did I stop being hard?
Fair enough.
Probably the question. Yeah, look, I am really happy with the way this draft is setting up here. Kiki, Do You Love Me went. Mohamed Sanu.
This is
Ethan Ward says, as a UGA homer,
yeah, I see
Hunt
that.
has the realistic chance to take the job from Chubb.
Maybe.
Hunt
is better than Chubb. There's no question about that. Physically.
Gostkowski. So I Love Kissing Titties is not auto drafting because he picked a kicker in round 11.
Did he really?
You dumb fuck. God, this is why this is an underdogs league.
Did Gostkowski go to fucking Georgia or something?
What's the name of Kalen's team, I wonder, in this?
Kalen, what's the name of your team?
Is it the Leprechauns?
Probably. Some gay shit like that.
Deshaun Jackson went. That's a great pick. Round 11, pick 8. I ain't mad at that pick. I got him in a couple of drafts.
Craig says he works hard, but he's got the dong of a god.
Who?
Craig Dulesky said that.
He's talking about Craig himself?
Yeah, he's talking about himself, yeah.
That's a fun thing.
We're going to need to see your dick, bro. And
see
then
it on the cruise. We'll be on the cruise.
Oh, yeah, get that dick out. Kurt is taking credit for making the signs. Like, we already told everybody that you made them, dude. Calm down.
He did.
But we did appreciate the queso. You know what's funny? We haven't used those. There are no Twin Peaks around here, are there?
No, there's not. There's not.
Can you just ship us some queso?
I know. Saints defense went off the board after that, and then Mitchell Trubisky went after that. It's not a bad pick. It's up to me right now. It's up to the big guy, and I got 2 back-to-back picks here. I'm going to go with a sleeper that everybody else, either they listen to the show or they're just in the know. See where he's at down this list. I got to really go down this list. Do I have to fucking put in his name? Is that how far down he is down this list?
Is it me?
No.
I tried to draft myself in another league, and it wouldn't let me.
So the guy that I tried to get, man, in the last 3 drafts, who is gone and is currently ranked 196 on ESPN drafts, he's not really showing up, is Cole Beasley.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to have a fucking monstrous year with Josh Allen. And I tried to fucking get him, but he keeps getting drafted in all these other leagues. And I'm like, yo.
Did somebody take him in this one?
I'm taking him now.
Oh.
So I'm taking this motherfucker right now. And then I'm also going to take, because I'm up now. Might have to go with the defense here in round 12 because a lot of good defenses are gone. They're off the board, if you will. They're gone. I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait one more round and see if I can get the defense that I really want. And instead, I'm going to take a little peek-sees at Adrian Peterson here. Because I think if Guice isn't healthy yet, coming off that ACL tear, Adrian Peterson's going to get a lot of fucking touches.
Look, we know what
he's,
happens
he's
with
running
those,
for his life.
We know what those guys that come back from ACLs, they got a couple of good weeks in them.
Yeah.
Maybe Guise is the exception, but probably not.
We'll see. Either way, Adrian Peterson is in debt, and he is literally running for his life. So we'll see what happens with Guise. But whoever fucking drafted up for that kicker, Jesus Christ. It was Kropowski. It was Brian Kropowski.
Steven Gostkowski, where did he go to school?
Who knows? Fucking Russia.
That's racist.
Is it?
No.
He's got one of those Chechen last names.
He went to
Czechoslovakian.
It's not neither one of those. No.
Chechen.
Nope.
Very Chechen.
No, Khabib is Chechen. Actually,
Chechen.
he went to the University of Memphis.
Did he really?
So good for him.
Good for him. Golden Tate went after that. I like that pick. Look, he's got a 4-game suspension, which is bullshit.
It is.
He tested positive for a fertility drug because he's trying to have a baby with his wife.
Yeah, like that stuff doesn't, by the way, it doesn't have an effect on your testosterone count. As a matter of fact, taking TRT makes your sperm count go down.
Yeah, man.
This does the opposite of that. Get fucked with that bullshit. Let this guy try to have a fucking kid, for Christ's sake.
So we're going to try to get Golden Tate on the show. We've been in talks with his agent for a little bit, so we're going to try to get him on the show.
Someone asked earlier if we were going to be
October.
in the northeast anytime soon. I think it was...
we will.
Hold on. It was... what's his nuts? It was Chris Strew. Yes, we're going to be in New York like October 12th through the 16th or 17th.
17th, yeah.
Yeah.
Long time.
We'll be in New York City that whole time. We're going to go to a fucking Jets game.
Mm-hmm.
Probably if the Yankees are in, we're going to go to a World Series game or a playoff game, whatever it is.
Playoff game, yeah. It'll be playoffs. Look,
we're going to interview fucking Kirill, who is Slut Whisperer on Instagram.
Correct.
Kirill was here now.
Mm-hmm.
Very funny guy. We're going to have a good time up there.
Yeah, man. Post Malone is playing.
Oh, yeah, we're seeing Post Malone.
We're trying to get Post Malone. We've been trying to get Post Malone for a long time. So if we can get these guys in there. And then a friend of mine is one of the correspondents on the Daily Show, Desi Leidick. I'm going to try to get her as well. Longtime cohort in all of my movies.
Very funny.
Great lady.
She's a good writer.
Man, she's a great actress, great writer, and she's a great person. Like, if you hung with her, it's one of those girls you hang out with, you're like, I'm not cool enough. You know, like Jessie, where it's just like, man, I'm not cool enough to be hanging out with you. What the fuck am I doing here? There's people you go out with where they're just cooler than you, and you're just like, man, what the fuck? What the fuck? Desi Leidick is one of those. Chris Thompson went off the board after Golden Tate. Kyler Murray, round 12. Hot Dogs and Handies is this guy's team name. I'm a big fan of that.
I like that.
Devin Singletary, who I don't know existed in this world.
Is he related?
He is running back for Buffalo. Didn't know that. That is, he's got to be, what, 5th on that depth chart?
I don't know who he is.
Can I Fuck Your Dolphin? I feel like it's either him or Ethan Ward who just keeps...
Can I Fuck Your Dolphin seems like it would be Craig,
shitting the draft. No, Craig's draft was Monday night.
I know, I'm just saying.
We had just gotten back from
He's the only
Orlando.
Dolphins fan I know.
Anthony Miller went after that, the wide receiver from Chicago. Look, round 12, pick 6. That's a pretty good goddamn pick. Patriots defense went after that. But there is still a lot of great talent left, and I am surprised, especially for you motherfuckers out there who have round 1 running backs who are not handcuffing them. That is a dangerous game you guys are playing right now.
Yeah, if you're going to take like a fucking running back that's ranked 50th at the position, why not just take the guy who's handcuffing the first round pick you took?
Yeah, man.
It doesn't make any sense to not do it that way.
Justin Tucker is off the board, the best kicker in the draft. Still, it's fucking 3 rounds early, dickhead.
Craig
that's
says
apple milkshake.
That's a good fucking name, though.
It is. That's obviously. There was a show I did in Ross Patterson Revolution.
We did it on here too.
Oh,
we talked about the hot and long, the apple milkshake, the whole thing.
Yep.
Craig says that way when I'm with you guys, but I don't know what he's saying. I think he means he's going to show us his dick on the cruise. Craig, I think we should just have me, you, and your fiance now. Did you guys propose? Did you propose to her yet?
Is she going on the cruise?
I think so.
Okay.
I think we all need to just share a room.
Yep.
And let Let the Lord take control.
Yeah. Dan's probably going to invoke Prima Nocta.
Prima Nocta, yeah, for sure.
So.
Hopefully, so I'm going to invoke Prima Nocta. Craig's going to show up with half his face blue and the other half white.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to go to war, I guess. Mel Gibson's not invited because I don't like anti-Semites.
Sure.
But otherwise, we're going to redo the whole fucking movie, Braveheart.
On the cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the cruise.
Yeah, I brought all the paint already.
Darwin Thompson got drafted after that in round 12, pick 10. He's the backup running back for Kansas City.
Yeah, he might get some time.
Might. Look, if Damian Williams gets hurt, we'll see.
Or if they're blowing people the fuck out.
He might. Kansas City's got a tough schedule, though.
Yeah.
The 8th hardest schedule in the NFL.
They also put up a lot of points.
A lot of points.
Kalen, we're not getting castrated, bro. No, that's not happening.
No.
He said that me, you, and Craig are going to have a 3-way castration.
So on Ross Patterson Revolution, we did a...
Oh, yeah, I know. The 74-year-old guy cut off the dick of a 51-year-old or something.
And there was a castration app where you can meet other people who want to cut your ding-dong parts.
Now, how are
off.
they monetizing that?
The app? I don't know if they are. It might just be for pleasure.
No one does it.
If you do what you love, Dan, you never work a day.
The money
in this
will
life.
come.
That's what they say. That's what they always say.
Craig says his girlfriend's coming on the cruise. She may or may not participate, which probably means I'm just going to be having gay sex with Craig.
Yes.
But look, hey,
That's
we're here.
exactly what it sounds like.
We're here for the fans.
Yes.
You know how they say it's not gay if it's a 3-way? That includes if it's 3 dudes.
You bet.
By the way.
Bet it does.
There's nothing gay about 3 men having sex. One
Nope.
of those guys walks out of the room, the other 2 are gay.
Yeah, it is. So Ethan Ward has named his team Pro Dogs. So there you go. He's going for all UGA.
Is it dogs with a WG?
Of course it is. Of course it is. I don't know if he got overly hyped that I said they were going to be playing for the national championship this year. I don't know what it is, but Ethan, that is a terrible fantasy strategy.
Well, where does Ethan Ward? Where do you live?
He's in Georgia. He's
Is
a coach, a high school football coach, I believe, and a lot of his kids go pro or play D1 or whatever. So
we should go down there and be the guest speakers for the opening of your season, Ethan Ward.
maybe
Bring
I
us
can
down
get those
there.
Kids hyped up,
Oh yeah, we'll get them hyped up.
real hyped up.
We'll bring some strippers, some cocaine. Wait, no, that's not right.
Cocaine.
That's not right. We can't do that with.
Imagine you started recruiting high school kids like that. You just said, "Hey, man."
Instead of throwing college parties, we start throwing high school parties.
Yeah. Marquez Valdez Scantling, round 12, pick 11. MVS, that's actually a good pick. Pro Dogs, Ethan Ward. You're not bad with that. Because somebody's got to show up as that number 2 guy in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Could be him. It definitely could be him. He had flashes of greatness in Dallas. Tyrell Williams is after that. Whew, I don't know who that is or what you're doing, Kurt Summers, but it's a weird pick. Trey Burton went after that to Kurt Summers. I like Trey Burton. That's a fine pick. Tyrell Williams is a weird one though. He's going to be lined up.
There's a lot of weird picks in this draft.
It's the underdog league, so we'll see. We will.
So
see.
Ethan says, well,
Bills defense and Adam Humphrey.
someone,
Ethan Ward said, I didn't coach this year.
yeah.
Most of my kids go like D2, D3.
Look, if we were, and by the way, we will film it. Someone, my friend Elise wants us to film me and Craig banging. We'll do that, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
And Ethan, listen, let us come talk to those kids, and they'll be D2, D1 schools instead of D2, D3.
Agreed.
That's the power we have. It really is. I'm a motivational person.
Yes, you are.
People hear me talking, and they definitely don't want to kill themselves.
Oh, no, not at all.
Absolutely. And I've gone on record about that a couple times.
Round 13, pick 5, Geronimo Allison, the other guy. He's in contention for the number 2 in Green Bay. I actually really like that pick out of the
I think I
Green
took
Bay
Geronimo,
Packers.
too.
Yeah. Look, it's going to be him or MVS. We don't know who. My guess would be Geronimo Allison, so this could be a really great steal in round 13. Legatron went round 13. Again, real early to draft a kicker. And then Dak Prescott is off the board. Good for you, I guess? You know?
No.
You want to be heterosexual or?
I don't know why.
I don't know why a kicker's going off.
By the way, I'm going to go down my team right quick. It really is just roster baiting a little bit.
Sure.
But I want people to hear it.
Did you coin that phrase? Is that yours?
No, it's from the league.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I like that a lot, actually.
Nick Kroll on the league was up in his hotel room with his roster jerking off at one point. Yeah, it's super funny. So I've got Aaron Rodgers, Derrick Henry, Duke Johnson, Tyreek Hill, Smith-Schuster, Trey Burton, Stephon Diggs, the Jags defense, and Jake Elliott's my starters.
It's okay. James is going to light you up, though.
No, there's no way.
She had a good draft last night.
She didn't have as good a draft as I did. There's no way.
She had a really good draft. I am on the clock. So right now, starter-wise, I don't have a defense. Who I was waiting to get, because, again, when you're going this late in the draft, the defense that is always great but hasn't had an offense the last couple of years is the Broncos.
Yeah.
I feel with Flacco, they can at least hand off the ball enough and control it to keep that defense off the field a little bit.
Yeah,
so,
if he can manage 4 to 6 minute drives every time,
Yep.
regardless if they're scoring touchdowns, even if they're getting field goals, scoring a touchdown every fourth possession,
yeah.
that defense is going to have a great year.
And look, the Chargers were ranked ahead of them defensively, but Derwin James got hurt,
Yeah.
and he's not even going to come back until the playoffs. So therefore, I'm amped that the Broncos fell to me this late. So that is going to be my starting defense. I do not draft a backup defense.
No.
And I don't draft a backup kicker. I stick with the defense, and I go fucking hard as rain. Now you go back to best available, right? Because I've filled up running backs, tight ends, all that other shit. So I'm kind of peeking down the board. Somebody I maybe overlooked. Cortland Sutton is still there, by the way.
Oof. That's,
No.
what is it, round 11? 11 and 12? You're going
14.
into 12? Oh, shit. Yeah, I would take Cortland Sutton.
14, bitch.
I would definitely take Sutton right there.
So this is just an unbelievable fall in my lap player with Cortland Sutton, and take him here. He's currently the 95th player ranked on ESPN right now. Obviously, we're way past 95 players picked, so I feel very, very fortunate that he fell to me. Unless he got AIDS and I don't know about it.
He may have AIDS, but, look, only poor people die of AIDS.
Yes.
And he's got the
We've
league
established
medicine. I don't know if you can take HGH and play in the league even if you have AIDS.
Maybe.
Do you think at any point athletes are going to start getting AIDS so they can get that HGH?
I think athletes will do anything, man. After I watched that fucking Lance Armstrong doc,
Yeah.
I've never been more surprised at a motherfucker who is, I guess maybe your A-Rod stories that you were telling me about him chewing the fucking gum in the dugout and shit.
Yeah, but that's just smart. That's not like trying to ruin
Fucking
people's lives and shit like
dude.
that. Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong was like, I mean, he was hiding it in Coke bottles, water bottles, blood. Like, I mean, it was some like Keith Richards shit where he was swapping out, child blood.
Yeah. The thing that really bothered me with him was he thought that he was like a mobster. Like he was threatening people face to face and thought that would just end it. Like no one's scared of you, Lance.
Well,
I mean, some people were for a while,
it's
but
not true.
that
They were for a very long time. Here's
always
what
comes out in
Here's
the
my
end.
personal opinion about the fucking Lance Armstrong thing. I think he had gotten away with all of it, right?
Yeah.
Even after that last, what was the 8th title he won, right?
7th.
7th or 8th,
Yeah.
whatever the last one was. And then all those allegations came up, and then he said, I want to ride again. He was already retired. He was gone. He was out of it. He could have just walked away from that shit.
Yeah.
Gone down as the greatest of all time, and then he could have chalked the rest of it up to fake news, right?
Yep.
And just said, hey, guys, I'm retired. They're going after fucking old athletes. Fuck everybody. I don't feel like doing this, blah, 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 blah. And I think he probably would have gotten away with it. But he couldn't stay off the goddamn bike.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm going to come back for one more comeback. And that's when he got popped for all this shit. I think he could have rode away safely and saved his empire, his name and all that shit.
Yeah.
But then he decided to come back.
No, it's like the career criminal who pulls one last job.
Yes. That's exactly what it is,
Fucking
man.
stupid, man.
It's crazy. After Cortland Sutton, who I drafted, Phillip Rivers went off the board. That's a great choice. C.J. Anderson, another great choice if you're going to handcuff him with Kerryon Johnson. He could also get some goal line touches up there in Detroit for Humidog Day Afternoon. Big fan of that team name. Round 14.
God damn. I still have
Pick 3.
one of the images. So Drinkin' Bros fans create a lot of memes.
Yes.
They do a lot of weird stuff.
Yes.
We have a lot of talented editors, people that work in the media, like Tim Morris works in the media and shit. They do a lot of weird shit. That fucking Humidog thing, I can never get that visual out of my head.
Ever.
It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
Ever, because we're getting close to it.
It's horrifying.
In real life.
I know. It's
China's
fucking
super close to it.
horrifying. I hate it so much.
Round 14, pick 4, Marquise Brown. Not bad. Josh Allen went after that. Here's what I'm saying when you could wait on quarterbacks, right? If you're not getting one of the top 4 guys, like like an Aaron Rodgers or Deshaun Watson or Mahomes, right? Josh Allen led the league the last 4 weeks of the season in fantasy last year. He's going to run for, maybe 1,000 yards this year. Who knows?
Who the fuck knows?
But he was also my favorite quarterback last year over Baker Mayfield, and I'm still going to stay by that, by the way. I'm still going to stand by that. I think.
You think he's better? Or do you think he's going to have better numbers?
I think Josh Allen, if he's given the proper talent, if he had OBJ and those guys, he would be lights out. The problem is he doesn't have any receivers up there, whereas Baker Mayfield had at least Jarvis Landry and Njoku. Nobody I'm drafting wide receiver-wise on Buffalo or running back or any offensive position besides Josh Allen. So we'll see, man. I said it a long time ago, and I'm going to stick by it. I still think Josh Allen in the long haul is the best quarterback. It depends on if he's stuck in Buffalo with a shitty team. After that, when Ronald Jones, which, look, is not bad. He might start. John Brown was after that, who's going to be probably wide receiver 1 for Josh Allen. Eagles defense. And then round 14, pick 9, Kirk Cousins, Apple Milkshake. That's what I'm talking about right there.
That's a good pick.
Kirk Cousins is a fucking great starter this year.
Look, he's got a lot of weapons.
In round 14.
Yeah. So you don't need to take Tom Brady in round 7.
No.
Or whatever the fuck that was.
No. And then, dude, the pick after him, Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston, man, for as much as we make fun of him, he's got a ton of fucking weapons this year, and this is his make or break season. I think he is a fucking QB1 on fantasy, and this is another great pick here from the Dancer. It's Anthony Dancer.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a great pick right there.
We'll see. My backup quarterback, I took Kyler Murray because if he clicks, he's going to fucking put up monster
100%,
fucking
dude.
points. And that's the guy to take with your backup quarterback. Like, there's no point in taking like a steady guy with your backup. Take a chance on it. Because the steady guys will still be out there in free agency if you need one.
Mason Crosby went after that. Chargers defense, that's fine. Look, Derwin James is out, so I don't know how they're going to be. Will Lutz, the kicker from New Orleans. If you're pairing him up with Drew Brees, I don't know if he is. It's a great move just to get the extra point because the Saints are going to score a lot. Panthers defense, look, they're fine. Luke Kuechly is going to have another concussion this year. You can bank on that.
He's like Billy Bob from fucking from Varsity Blues.
Yep.
He's like one more, and he's going to die.
Harrison Butker. Nick Foles. Look, man,
it's not a bad pick because
if he fucking hits this year, especially now with Luck out of that division,
and that defense down there is no fucking joke,
nasty.
Man.
And all they need is a fucking game manager. Look, that could be a
There's
great
literally
pick.
No pressure on Nick Foles right now.
None.
All he's got to do is score like maybe 3 touchdowns a game.
That's it. It's
win.
Bortles from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Just put up Bortles numbers from 2 years ago, and you go to the AFC Championship. Yep. That was a round 15 pick 4 pick. That's not bad. Kyle Rudolph was a round 15 pick 5 after that. It's a great pick for the Green Bay Packers. Jimmy G, Garoppolo. Look, I'm not drafting Garoppolo this year. He looked real shaky in the preseason.
Yeah, Jimmy G. But I think he's going to be good this year.
Could be if he can get over it.
Ethan Ward is changing his name, by the way, he stole this from the fucking league, by the way. It's Ross Top Dan Bottom is the name of his team now.
Devin Funchess went after that. Ty Montgomery went after that.
I took Funchess. I think he's going to be all right this year.
Maybe.
I honestly think that kid is going to be okay.
Jacoby Brissett?
Yeah.
Oof. Maybe will, maybe won't. I'm not.
Because there's no tape on him.
Yeah, I'm not taking a pick on him.
I wouldn't pick him, But those receivers are Funchess and fucking T.Y. Hilton. They are very, very good receivers.
I think off of that Indianapolis Colts offense, I go T.Y. Hilton and I go Marlon Mack, and that's about all I trust.
That's all I trust.
Only because tight ends are thin, so maybe Ebron, but I don't know. That Kamai Fairborn guy, I can never say that guy's name, the kicker for
Don't care.
Houston's Don't Care. Jimmy Graham went after that. I don't know what happened to Jimmy Graham. It's sad because he was amazing in New Orleans. Adam Vinatieri went after that. I am on the clock right now.
That was like 10 years ago, though.
So I need a look. I always draft a backup tight end. I do it every year, and it's one of those positions I feel is important. And if you fuck it up, at least you have a backup for it. So my sleeper of the year for tight ends is Darren Waller for the Oakland Raiders. And I've taken him in I think 2 other drafts at this point, and I'm gonna take him as my backup, and then that'll leave me obviously with my last pick of the draft, and it's gonna be a kicker. And then look, kicker wise, you got Robbie Gould sitting out there for the 49ers. Gould is money. I'm going to take him just because I can. And look, I think the 49ers, especially with Kyle Shanahan, score a lot of points. So,
well, they're sure as shit going to try.
Yeah. And that will complete my draft. So if you're following along at home, here is my final team. Deshaun Watson is my quarterback. Derrick Henry, Mark Ingram, Julio Jones, Tyreek Hill, Vance McDonald, Jarvis Landry, Broncos defense, Robbie Gould, Guice is my backup there, Austin Eckler, Marvin Jones Jr., Cole Beasley, Adrian Peterson, Cortland Sutton, and Waller is my backup tight end. Crazy fucking team. You might say to yourself, why didn't you draft a backup quarterback? I always do. I felt in this league in particular, there was a lot of backup quarterbacks.
You can't look out there and tell now because the draft's over who's left, but I'm sure there's quite a few because I didn't hear all the quarterbacks coming off.
Ton who were left in this league. And again, it's league by league. So if you go with a strategy that Dan and I go with, which is always draft the best players, when there is like quarterbacks, there's a lot of great quarterbacks left on the waiver wire. I'm fine to stream a quarterback in this particular league because people just didn't go quarterback heavy in this one. So I'm fine with taking one off the waiver wire. I'm trying to take the best people off the board, and then there's a million quarterbacks on the waiver wire in this league, but typically that does not happen. In all the other leagues, I've drafted a backup quarterback. But in this league, man, they left him. So you kind of go where the draft takes you, and this is where the draft took me.
Dustin Wiltshire said that he's in the Cutthroat League, I think. Is that right?
Yes, that is after this.
Yeah, so he's his team name is D'Anthony Top Ross Bottom because he felt I deserved to pitch.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't think you deserve that.
Well, deserve. What does that even mean?
What does all of it mean? Take some poppers. And the hilarious thing now is there's like 5 picks left, and we can end this draft. You should be only down to kickers at this point. Why you're agonizing over this pick is crazy to me. I'm explaining it for the audience, but typically if I was just drafting without a microphone in front of my face, I would have been done fucking 20 minutes ago.
Yep.
So Sam Darnold just went off the board for I Love Kissing Titties.
What's his name?
Not bad. Look, last round, if he's still available, and again, that's how deep it was quarterback-wise in this league. It's fine. Jamal Williams went after that.
Quarterback is like it's similar to tight end. Quarterback's deeper.
It is, yes.
You can make points with 1 through 6, 1 through 7. Like you can really make points. Whereas with tight end, it's 1 through 3. But the difference between quarterback 8 and quarterback 15 is not big enough. Like if you miss those first couple of quarterbacks, just fucking wait, dude.
Yeah. Jordan Reed went off the board. Look, he's got another concussion again. The guy can't stay healthy.
Jordan Reed's in the protocol now.
Yeah, he got
Damn,
hurt
he's
in
had like 4
preseason.
goddamn
It's
concussions.
crazy
Man.
how he's still
He's
playing.
gonna be dead.
McCole Hardman. This was another guy who we kept talking about. He's that speedster for KC.
He's fast as fuck, man. He may be faster than Tyreek Hill.
That is worth a last round pick like this. That's great for
I think
pro dogs.
Didn't we talk about this on the sports show a couple of weeks ago? How he's got like he might be the fastest guy in KC. Like Tyreek Hill is at 4.4 and he's at like 4.23 or some shit like that. So, can you imagine lining both of them up on a split slot and they're crossing the field against each other?
KC
has some weapons.
I picked KC in the Rams in the Super Bowl, so we'll see. Dirty Curdy ended it with Jacoby Myers for New England. Good for you, my man. We're going to take a small break.
Quick break. We're going to go dump out.
And then make some drinks, come back for the Cutthroat Killers League. This is the most aggressive league we have in Drinkin' Bros sports. Yep. Therefore, this should be the best draft there is.
It should be
the best.
And look, if you guys, I'm going to be very critical of your picks in real time, because this is supposed to be.
You had to have won 2 championships at a minimum.
Because mine last night was a 1 championship league, and there were some really dumb picks.
Yeah.
And remember that this video and audio lives forever.
Lives forever on Drinkin' Bros podcast on YouTube. Subscribe now. Jamie, you can go ahead and kill us right now. And